Beloved friends of the Lord, this Sunday, the 15th Sunday in Ordinary Time, God introduces Himself to us as a sower, or a farmer if you will. And the three readings for tomorrow help us describe just what kind of farmer God is. In the first reading, the prophet Isaiah captures Yahweh saying, "So is my word that goes out of my mouth. It will not return to me idle, but it shall accomplish my will, the purpose for which it has been sent." Friends, what this means is that there is a plan. There is a purpose to God's actions. And the purpose is simply, but precisely, to sow seeds in us that would help us grow in our life of faith, that would enable us to move forward and get to heaven. Friends, there is a purpose. In the second reading, Paul says to the church in Rome, "Although the Spirit was given to us as a foretaste of what we are to receive, we groan in our innermost being, eagerly awaiting the day when God will give us full rights and rescue our bodies as well." If we try to analyze the second reading, Paul is trying to describe for us our journey. It is our journey from this life to our everlasting life with the Father. It is a difficult journey that takes time, but would nevertheless reach perfection because God intends it so. Dear friends, there is a purpose to God's actions, but this purpose would be revealed slowly through a process in God's own time. In the Gospel reading for tomorrow, we encounter one of the more popular parables of the Lord, the parable of the sower. Here Jesus reminds us that although there is a purpose and there is a process, our growth in our life of faith depends on our personal response to God's invitation. Will we allow God to help us? Will we choose to tell God or to allow Him 30% of our lives, 60%, or we allow Him 100%? Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, God plants seeds that have a purpose. And this purpose is revealed slowly through a process. But ultimately, it depends on our personal response. What is the invitation for us this Sunday as we move on in our life of faith? The first invitation for us is to wait. Wait and see that the miracle of the Lord happens right before our eyes. Let us trust in the Lord. Let us open ourselves to Him. Let us trust in the slow work of God. Let us wait. The second invitation for us is to be witnesses or to work as we wait. There is this story about two farmers who each had a plot of land. Now, a severe drought pervaded the land, and so they each prayed to God for rain. To whom do you think God answered and gave rain? The one who simply prayed for rain? Or the one who prayed and aside from this, prepared his soil and planted the seeds? Dear friends, it is not enough to wait. Part of waiting is showing that the wait is not in vain. Part of waiting is working because nasa Diyos ang awa, pero nasa tao ang gawa. The third invitation for us, dear friends, is to watch out. The parable of the sower says that birds may come to take away our seeds. Men would come and trample our seeds underfoot. What are the seeds but God's graces in our lives? These are precious gifts that if we are not careful, will be taken away from us. Let us watch out for things that could lead us away from God. Let us watch out for company that would lead us to sin. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, this Sunday, God invites us to allow Him to be the farmer of our lives, helping us to bear fruit abundantly. Only if we wait. Only if we become witnesses that God's miracle is happening in our lives. And only if we watch out for the things that could lead us away from God. Dear brothers and sisters, happy Sunday to you all.